Fun fact, I was just pretending to be reading from this device because hey, you are back? Then welcome to my channel. Maybe 6 days ago, I received a book from my friend. It was a non-fiction, and if you are my regular viewer, then you might know that I rarely read non-fictions. And the book that I received was Rich Dad and Poor Dad. It's a very popular book, particularly in India, because most of the people in India read books about money and motivational books. I don't know the exact number of books that I have read which teach you about how can you be a rich person and how can you be motivated. But this book is a little different from other books that I have read because it teaches you everything but in a new way. The author of this book is Robert Kiyosaki. He was a businessman and an author from the United States of America. Kiyosaki is the founder of LLC and a Rich Dad company, a private financial education company that provides books and videos about personal finance and business. Rich Dad Poor Dad was first published in 1997 and immediately it becomes a must-read for those who are interested in money and global economy and investment. The book has been translated into dozens of languages, making it the all-time best-selling personal finance book. Rich Dad Poor Dad's overarching theme is how to use your money as a tool for wealth creation. It debunks the myth that wealthies are born wealthy. It explains you why your home may not be a true asset, but allow this home. Ignore him. Explain the true distinction between asset and liability. And much more things. Robert Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, had two influential fathers. One was Rich Dad and another was Poor Dad. Poor Dad was Kiyosaki's biological father. He was a very intelligent and an educated man. He believed in studying hard and getting more marks so you can get a high-paying job. Yet, despite this seemingly positive attitude, Poor Dad didn't do well financially. Rich Dad was Rich Dad. I'm about to say that. Rich Dad was Kiyosaki's best friend's father. He had similar work ethics to Kiyosaki's real father, but with a twist. Rich Dad was a firm believer in financial education, in understanding how money works, and in making money work for you. Although he was an 8th grade dropout, Rich Dad eventually became a millionaire by putting the power of money to work for him. The book is written from Kiyosaki's point of view, and it details how Rich Dad made money and the mistakes that Poor Dad made. The first 6 chapters of Rich Dad Poor Dad, which make up nearly 2/3 of the book, describe the lessons Kiyosaki acquired from his father. Rich Dad Poor Dad's goal is to inspire you to chart your own road to the financial independence. The book does not provide ready-made answers or a one-size-fits-all approach for developing your own goals, for building wealth through real estate investing. I found some good points and weak points about this book. Let me present them to you. So we'll talk about first strength. Strength number 1 provides an alternative viewpoint to the common knowledge offered in most personal finance courses, focusing on converting your earning into assets that generate even more earning. Encourages you to keep track of your own expenditures. It explains why real estate is a better investment. It emphasizes the need of continuous learning and the power of idea. Instead of merely thinking about it, he talks about doing something about it. Now let me tell you some weaknesses that I found from this book. The success stories in these books are unique to Kiyosaki's position, but they are difficult to duplicate. Some part of the text are also lacking the details that becomes difficult for us to implement the concepts covered. People who prefer to follow the crowds rather than thinking about themselves are frequently mocked. Rich Dad Poor Dad is a motivational book, not a financial expert's guide. So guys, that is it for today's video. Now it's a time for a little quick ad. The coins that I show you in video are old coins and they maybe expensive too. These coins are for sale. Let me show you the collection. This one is Queen Elizabeth II, year 1955, Government of Cyprus. And this one is George V King Emperor, Indian coin, year 1918, EGFD 1977, Elizabeth, new penny. So guys, that is it for the today's video. We will meet on Tuesday. Goodbye.